drift by my window. The falling leaves.
From the dew-soaked hedge creeps a crawly caterpillar. Well, the dawn begins to crack. It's all part of my autumn almanac. Breeze blows leaves of the musty colour jello.
Are we on?
No, not yet.
We're not.
The bottles are on.
Oh, the bottles. Do you like this, by the way? This is, by the way, hello everyone, that was my idea, because I'm the arty-farty one in this relationship. Hello, her. Huh? Let's be honest. Hello, her. Let's be honest, this is all very arty-farty. That's me. Just so we all know
Please
that.
don't make me laugh.
Anyway, hello everyone and welcome to this autumnal edition of Beer Sweden television. Today we're going to try two autumn lagers that have just come into the Systembolaget. On my, on the left, my left, we have Falcon Höst Lager, which is I suppose it's fair to say, a macro lager from a large brewery. And on my right, we have Slottskällans from Uppsala, of course, which is a micro brewery. And they got their interpretation of a Höst lager. Höst, by the way, being a very poorly pronounced Swedish.
Good.
Was it good? Was it good? A poorly pronounced Swedish word for autumn. Or for you American guy, because I know it's American, it's the fall. We're
Foul.
The what? The foul.
Foul.
The foul.
In the foul.
Okay, look, I think we've learned over the last few episodes we're
Our pronunciation about anything else but
anything
English.
other than English, and even that actually is questionable. We're used to, so I think we should probably just stop it right away. But the point being that we're going to try two autumnal lagers. Now, what are autumn lagers? Well, basically they're lagers, yeah, no kidding, that have got a little bit more malty character to them. Tend to have a little bit darker malts in their mix, which makes for more roasted tones to the beer. Not too extreme, we're not going to go black, we're not going towards stouts or porters or anything like that, but basically just have a little bit more depth, a little bit more complexity, a bit more sort of rugged, you know what I mean? Kind of like drinking a stew, you know, this time of year where you have this hearty meat stews, Trev, yeah? So all those sort of fancy Italian sort of salads, they've gone out the window now. We're starting to think about warmer, heavier, more stick to your ribby types of food. Well, in terms of beer, obviously being a very seasonal product, we're doing exactly the same with our beers. So we're trading up, get a bit darker, a little bit more roasted, intense, comforting sorts of flavours. Oh yes, by the way, look, can you see I'm like one of those vampires? I'm going to burst into flames. I'm trying to stay in shade here, Trev. I'm not allowed to lean forward. Okay, but let's start off, shall we, with this beer. Put it up for you. Just get rid of some of these. Bit of a mess. I'm going to clean this up afterwards, Trev.
No.
Okay. Falcon Höst Lager. Apparently, there are no shortcuts to a good beer. It says that on the back of the label, Trevor, so it must be true. Let's pour it up for you. And you'll be able to see what we're getting here. Okay, now what you can see here, nice colour, Trev. I mean, be honest. You can see a lot of nice looking beer in terms of colour.
That was luck, wasn't it?
That was luck. No, that wasn't luck. There's never luck on Beer Sweden television. This is all planned, I promise you, everyone. Nice sort of autumnal colour, a little bit sort of orange, brown, just sort of as the leaves turn, the beer's turning too. Quite a white actual head to it, to be honest with you. It's okay. Quite a good looking beer, to be honest with you. Let's give it a whirl, Trevor.
Big head.
Big head. Give it another whirl, just to make sure that there's some sorts of aromas here. Well, there is very little, I have to be honest with you, sort of aroma impact with this beer. It's got some very basic malt notes to it. Bread, brown bread, a little bit of brown bread.
Brown bread.
A bit of metal actually, a bit of metal in here, Trevor. A bit of sort of metal filings. Like I'm smelling a magnet or something. There's a bit of sweetness to it, I don't know how strong, 5.5%. Let me read the label because I'm not getting very much at all, and I'm going to see what they've got to say. It says, actually it doesn't say anything. No, nothing at all. It tells you the energy value of it, and how many proteins and carbohydrates there are in it, Trev. Brewed by Carlsberg, of course. So it's all very interesting, but not really. Classic example of a beer that actually doesn't tell you anything about itself. A bit of a shame, bit of a missed opportunity there. I don't know why all breweries don't put the ingredients, what hops, what malts are used in their beers.
It has got the sell-by date.
Very
on it.
frustrating. Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, you can drink this until 2013. What? Okay. Well, let's not be unfair to the beer. It hasn't got a very big nose on it, but maybe it tastes fantastic. Let's try.
Would that be a no?
Seriously, awful stuff.
Really, that bad?
It is awful.
That bad? You're not just being facetious.
No, I'm not. And I want to make this clear as well, because a lot of people think, oh, it's easy to diss the big breweries because, you know, it's easy, they're fair game and so on. And I'm always favouring the micros. That's not necessarily true, actually. There are some very big brands, big beer brands that I do like. That is awful. I'm going to have another. This is spontaneous stuff. I'm only telling you how it is. It's just awful beer. It's sweet. There's hardly any malt structure. It's so totally one-dimensional. It's just sweet, sort of syrup. It's like treacle on brown bread. Very thin, very thin. And then you've got this artificial chemical kind of bitterness. Not good at all, Trev. In terms of ratings, 1.4.
Okay.
I think I'm being generous there. Okay, let's move swiftly on. Now,
Can you remember what you gave Sailor?
1 point.
No, you didn't have a point then, but was it 1.5?
1.5. If I could have done it, might have come down a little bit. Look at this, actually. This bottle is almost filled to the brim. I love microbrew. Not only do you actually get better beer, you get more of it. Absolutely fantastic. Can you see that, Trev? You're obviously going to throw up all the if you haven't already done so with that one. Now let's see what they do with their autumn lager. Now, try to get a bit more ahead on it. Okay. Now in terms of the head, straight away you can see slightly different colour, slightly more brown. The wasps like it. That's always a good sign. Slightly browner than the falcon. I'll put that over there, Wasp. You can drink that to your heart's content, as far as I'm concerned. And slightly dark, lovely colour to this one. A little bit more lustre to it. Can you see that? Can you see it, Trev? Slightly darker, more sort of russet brown, more like fox fur. Okay. Now, this is from Slottskärnan, Uppsala, one of the microbreweries that's really, you know, has set the scene for this sort of revolution in craft beer in this country. A little bit quiet of late, I seem to think. Do you, Trevor? We haven't tried many Slottskärnans beer. A little bit quiet from these guys, but when they do something, tend to do it quite well. So I'm quite looking forward to this one. Going to give it a whirl, of course. Must do that. Like the colour. Lots more going on here, Trev. Lots more going on. You've got some very nice fruit in this. I can read on the back. I'm reading on the back. It says it's got Czech hops in there, so you're getting this very sort of grassy, spicy sorts of tones to it, and then you've got some American hops for the aroma. I'm not quite sure which ones. Again, it would be good actually if we could find out that information. If that was on the back of the label, that would, for me as a beer drinker, be really interesting. But anyway, so it's not all about malt, this one. It's not all about malt. There's some very bright, spicy, fruity hops in the nose of this beer. Interesting. Oh, I'm liking this. This is much better. It's a lager, of course. It's got that. So it's got all that sort of, all that fruit intensity from the hops there, nicely rounded, and then you've got a very nice malt structure at the back. Not too aggressive, of course. Quite sort of mid-tones of chocolate there. Getting a little bit of knäckebröd. Did I said it wrong, didn't I?
Knäckebröd.
Knäckebröd. You know what I mean.
Knackered bread.
Knackered bread. This is delicious, this one. Absolutely delicious. Very, very drinkable. I'm just trying to see what the ABV on it is. 5%. Very, very drinkable. This is exactly the sort of beer that actually I want to sit down with on an autumn day like this. supping on. Good stuff. In terms of score, Trev, going to go a lot higher on this one. I'm going to put this one at 3.6. 3.6, a very solid beer yet again from Slottsjælland. Well, that's it. I'm going to go and sweep up this mess now that we've made. Until the next Beer Sweden episode. Cheers, beers.
I was nowhere till you changed my mind.